So, Payday 3's Update 20 is here, and yeah, it sure is one of the updates of all time. In all seriousness, this is one of the updates that adds in something that can be really cool down the line, but unfortunately, in its current state, it's very bare bones. What that is, well, there's two other things that were added. There's being fat cops, which are funny, I guess, and damage numbers, which I don't know if I'll care enough about to turn on or off, because I kind of got used to not having them once the mod for them stopped being supported. The main feature of this update is contracts, and they're basically a new form of missions, or challenges, or whatever you want to call them. Effectively, what you do with these is pick a contract, currently one of 4, and go ahead and do the challenges that they require you to do. Some of them are bugged at the moment, where you can just finish them early, like I managed to get the Silencer challenge one done when I had only 40 Silencer kills, but most of these are fine. But what really caught me off guard was how simple a lot of them actually were, because a lot of them are basically do X thing a certain amount of times, and then do this heist in this difficulty, which is not that difficult, especially compared to some of the daily challenges that you can do. Like, if we're going to have these kinds of challenges, they should be more difficult as you go further down the line. Because I honestly find the kill 50 enemies while using a human shield challenge more difficult than some of the other challenges of, like, complete Rock the Cradle and stealth. So those should be adjusted. The other thing that I also think should be adjusted with the contracts is adding in some contracts that are there for weeklies. And these would be vastly simpler than the ones that are currently implemented in the game by having them effectively be, say, Gage is the one giving you the contract. He'd be like, hey, guys, I'm testing some new weapons. I need you guys to go out into the field and use them properly, or something. So do your thing, I guess. And then the challenges are kill 200 enemies with a shotgun. The next challenge is kill 200 enemies with a handgun. The next one is to kill 200 enemies with an overkill weapon. And then the last one is, like, kill 500 enemies total or something like that. Basically, a reason to go into a heist that isn't too complicated and can't be beaten in a single run. And also give you a reason to experiment with builds. But it would basically be shuffling between every single weapon type for that kind of challenge. Or something like Satagi, the currency broker, you know, the crypto gal, whatever, giving you challenges like giving you a contract of get some money. I need to convert into some new money, so give me some old money or something like that. So it's like complete X amount of heist and stealth and steal X amount of loose cash, or things like that. Things like that that would be repeatable weekly challenges would be good. It would be low stress, low effort, and low maintenance is kind of the goal with something like that. Because the reward for something like that would be a good bit of money, infamy, maybe some of the paint patterns that are randomly given out already, except a guarantee of them. And if you're adding repeatable weekly contracts, something else that would be fun would be extra challenges of doing a certain amount of contracts for a certain character, getting you certain cosmetics. Like, if you do enough for Satagi, you get, like, a C-stack mask or something. Or a certain paint job for, or like a certain paint pattern for your mask from Satagi, or something like that. Things like that. Reasons to engage with them besides just money and infamy. Although, regarding infamy, each of the challenges should probably give you an infamy reward scaling for how far in the contract the challenge is. Like, the first challenge of the contract would give you 500 infamy points for completion. The second one would give you 1,000. The third one would give you 1,500. And the last one would give you 2,000, just as a general thing. And the last thing to say about what to change and add with contracts is showing which ones currently are active in your heads-up display. Because it's so difficult to track them until that little pop-up pops up, which I'm glad it does, but we should be able to see the progress from beginning to completion. As it is now, those are all the notes I really have on contracts, but what I'd love to see in the future is for an expansion upon this, where Effectively, it adds in a unique objective in a heist, and if that happens, make those ones replayable, so that you can redo that unique version of the heist as many times as you want, because I know speedrunners would go crazy for that. But yeah, Update 20 is fine. It's an update. It is certainly an update. But it is a good foundation for the future, if nothing else.